Ames from Start With Toys, and I have a special guest with me today. This is Evie's Toy House. Hello. And we've been doing a lot of doll custom videos on our separate channel, and we also did the same characters using My Little Pony Equestrian Girl mini dolls. So, since we've been doing a lot of doll customs, there were some frequently asked questions, so I want to address them here today with Evie's Toy House. And the first question is, what type of paint do you use for your customs? Let's go over these.
Yeah, so for me, I use basic acrylic paint. So these are acrylic paint I found at Michael's. They're not super expensive. They're just kind of, I think they range from 79 cents to maybe $1.50 depending on what you get. And you can get there's a matte, there's glossy, there's metallic. So there's a lot of different ones and they come in all shades of colors. So I just picked up probably 2 dozen of them.
And for me, I use apple barrel. It's great for beginners because that's what I consider myself, a beginner. And also these are budget friendly. These can go as low as 50 cents if you shop at Walmart. Also, if you download their apps like let's say Joann's or even Michael's, you can get a coupon as high as 60% off per item.
That's right. Michael's does have a lot of good sales too. Yeah. There's like 20 to 30% off pretty frequently, almost like every 2 weeks.
You can also find ads if you click them, let's say Sunday ads. So really good deal if you shop at arts and crafts stores when you want to do a one single item purchase.
Yeah, what I did in the beginning was actually buy one of those sets. So it's a set of 12, and so you get the full basic range of like reds, blues, yellows, oranges, browns. And so that's where I started. And then when I needed very specific colors, like bright pink or magenta that I can't mix myself, then I would go out and buy another one. But I try to mix them actually. I try not to have too many different colors, but actually mix my own colors.
Yes. Also, when you talked about the set, I purchased my first set. I think it was during a holiday season, so they had the big set for $15 for 12 of these.
That's a good deal.
So you can't find them now, so when holidays come around, be sure to look out for them.
That's true.
And the next question is, what kind of sealant do you use for your customs?
So for me, I use Mod Podge. It's actually a glue, but when you first put it on, it looks kind of glaze. It's like a white glaze, but when it dries clear. So actually, when you first put it on, you're thinking, I'm ruining my paint because it's now like covered in white. But it does dry clear, and it's actually pretty good as a sealer, and it's pretty inexpensive. And you do have to paint it on with paintbrush.
And how long does it take to dry?
It takes, after I paint, I give it about 20 minutes to dry. Sometimes a little bit more. Just it does say 15 to 20 minutes between coats. I only use one coat.
Wow. And it turned out really great though. They're not sticky. Unlike this one, I use the Ashlyn's acrylic sealer gloss finish. And what I like about this is that you can just do one quick spray about 10 to 12 inches away from the item, away from the doll, and it'll just dry really nicely. The thing is that it does kind of have a unpleasant smell to it, so I leave it out for about an hour until it dries up really well and the smell goes away.
I really do how glossy it is. Your dolls are super glossy. Now that I'm seeing it in live, it's really, really glossy. But does it get into like the little nooks and crannies?
Yes, it does.
Like even underneath?
As long as you get the right angle.
So do you hold it by the leg and then just kind of like?
I go in a little bit closer to the doll just to make sure I get the angles right. Yeah, just all the nooks and crannies. And it's gloss finish. It makes the colors from the paint, like the matte acrylic paint, it brings it up really nicely. It makes it more vibrant, and it makes your dolls look a lot better after this gloss.
It makes a difference. I think having a finisher makes a huge difference in not having the paint chip. There was one doll I think I showed you earlier where I used the wrong sealer. I used one called Triple Thick, and the moment it started drying, my paint started to crack, and that was a horrible feeling knowing that you spent so much time on it and it's essentially getting destroyed in front of your eyes. But this one, Mod Podge, is really good.
Oh, but I hear that a different brand is actually better. Like Krylon, they supposed to finish with a non-sticky finish. So maybe try that one out. For this one, it cost about $5 at Walmart.
This one,
I think at Walmart that one's about like is it $3?
I've also have a larger jug of it so that I can refill it.
Oh wow, smart. That's very smart. And the last question is, how long does it take to do one custom doll?
Okay, it takes me 3 days, so not all day. I don't work on it, continuously, obviously, but I would say 6 to 8 hours overall. from start to finish, but I work on it over the course of about 3 days. So that's why it takes me a while to kind of get a custom video out.
Well, that's true. For me, it really depends on what kind of details I want to add to my doll. Sometimes I want to add modeling clay, so it does add more time to it too. So it can take anywhere from 6 hours or even longer than that too. And I do them separate days as well. Some days I start with 3 hours per section. Maybe today I'll do the head first, and then the next day I'll finish up on the body and wrap everything up. So
yeah, I do try to do like the hair so that the hair is dry before it gets to the face, because you know you don't want to hold on to the hair while it's still wet while painting the face, and so it does take a lot of time. But if you were just to sit there start to finish, yeah, it's
pretty time consuming, but it's well worth it though, because now our collection is so huge.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and these are the frequently asked questions on my channel. How about yours?
Yes, I have some too.
Okay, and I hope we address these questions, and I want to thank Evie's Toy House for joining me to do this video here today, and thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.